Hello there, my name is Gage Guzman, and I am a recent graduate from California State University Northridge. Just recently received my Bachelor of Science degree in Kinesiology. And today I am here applying for the position at Meadow Arts and Tech Elementary School as a PE specialist. So just to give you some background knowledge with my experience with children, in 2012 I was hired at Build-A-Bear Workshop, which was my first job with children. Not only was I a cashier and a greeter, I was a party hostess. A party hostess, which I did birthday parties, walk-in parties, and I also did Girl Scout parties. So I did that for a year and a half into 2013, and then I left to find another line of work. And just recently, in my last semester, in the fall of 2015, as part of my upper division requirement for one of my classes, we were assigned to my community school, which is located about 5 minutes away from CSUN. And there we had to design a 12-week program for 3rd and 4th graders that focused on their fine and gross motor skill development, which I will go to in greater detail later. And so with that being said, in this lesson plan, unfortunately, I do not have any students or children to work with. So myself and one of my good friends, we will be demonstrating some of the activities that I have put together and that I hope to put together in the future at Meadow Arts and Tech Elementary School. So with that being said, let's jump right into this lesson plan. So in this specific lesson plan video that I have structured to put together, we'll be looking at gross motor manipulative skills. If you're not familiar with that, just to break it down real quick, gross motor skills are some of the bigger muscle movements, which are, but not limited to, running, kicking, and jumping. In this specific video, we're in the basketball court area. We are going to be doing dribbling. And so I have a basketball here. I have a few medicine balls set up as obstacle courses, which will be dribbling around just to handle some of the movements. Now, I don't have any kids with me, so bear with me. It'll just be my friend and I, but these will be the activities that I will be putting the K through 5 students through. They are not hard, they're not difficult, they're just a little challenging. They're going to help the children become more balanced with their left and the right, a little bit more ambidextrous. So let's jump right into it and let me show you what we have set up here. So the primary gross motor skill, like I mentioned, we will be looking at is dribbling. The movement concept I will be focusing on specific for these children. It's going to be keeping the ball within a certain area while they're dribbling it, while they're passing, and they're shooting it. So for this activity, cones would make it easier for obstacle courses, but you can really use anything you have that's going to make it easier, something they can just run to. So we just have medicine balls set up that we're going to go from boom, 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 one to another. So to make it much easier for the children, because not all children are familiar with dribbling, I'm going to verbally cue them. I will instruct them throughout the whole entire thing, either side by side, making sure they're doing everything correctly. I'm going to help them adjust if they need to do adjustments. And if they're unable to perform the task, then we will tweak it, make it a little bit easier for them. Or if it's too easy for them, we'll find a way to make it harder. Keep it more challenging so they're not bored throughout the exercise. So before any workout, before any activity you're doing, the first thing you want to do, regardless if you're dealing with children or students or adults or any type of person, you want to warm up. So you want to loosen up the muscles, you want to prevent long-term injury, which especially you don't want to do with kids. Since kids are developing still, any long-term injury could affect their growth process, anything related to medical injury. That we don't want, so we make sure we get a nice, good stretch. The first warm-up we're going to begin with is arm circles. Here I have my friend demonstrating. We do that for about 10 to 15 seconds each. Keep the body warm, keep the muscles all loosened up. Next workout, or the next warm-up we're going to begin with is quad pulls. We're just going to pull that back leg up nice, right behind the butt. Make sure it touches, stretching out those big leg muscle groups. And after about 10-15 seconds, we alternate legs. Then for the children, we're going to do a full body warm-up. So we're going to begin with jumping jacks. Do that for about 10 to 15 seconds. And as the final warm-up, we're going to have them just get their heart rate pumping. Going to have them run from the baseline all the way to the end of the free throw line. This will get their blood temperature up, keep them nice and warm, which is very essential, especially if you can do any type of workout. So what you just saw was just a general warm-up, just to keep the body going, keep the body warm, getting it ready for activity. What you're going to see next in the next clip is going to be activity-specific warm-up. So it's going to be a warm-up involving the ball, just so they get a feel for it. This clip, you can see I have my friend here dribbling the ball there and back from the baseline to the free throw. This will just get the kids ready for preparation, getting a feel for the ball, getting a little comfortable with their environment, so they get a nice, comfortable feel to it. As you can see here by this setup, I have 3 medicine balls set up in the shape of a triangle. From medicine ball A, which is point A on the bottom left, they will start there, and they will dribble to the middle ball, which is point B, all the way to the bottom right ball, which is point C. And the intention is they're going to dribble around this triangle one time with one hand on the right, and then as they go around the second time, they're going to alternate with the left. The first clip you just saw was the child walking with the ball and dribbling. Now, if the child finds that too easy, we can't up the tempo, make it a little bit more challenging. To challenge them, I would have them jog with the ball, create a faster pace. By creating a faster pace, they're going to have to figure out more balance. They're going to have to do more timing with their legs and with the ball as well. Simultaneously moving them at the same time, making sure they still have control with the ball. As you can see, just increasing the tempo just a little, simultaneously having to concentrate on your legs and the ball, did challenge him just slightly, but not too much, but just enough for him to lose the ball, just a little. And that's what we're looking at, challenging children. So now the next activity we'll be looking at is a little bit more simpler, but it's going to require much more dribbling. For this first part of the exercise, we're just going to have him dribble consistently with one hand and his dominant hand first. Now, to make it a little bit more challenging, we're going to have him dribble with his non-dominant hand, which would be his left. So, as you can see, with him dribbling, looking at the ball with his right and his non-dominant, there wasn't too much of a difference. However, when he started to dribble with his right and his non-dominant without looking at the ball, you can see the ball started to lose control. It started to go away from his body. So that's if we're challenging him. If you would like to make this task easier, all the child has to do, just dribble the ball and look at it with their right dominant. If the ball is too big, if it makes it easier with a smaller or bigger ball, you can also adjust the size of the ball as well. Bigger hands, bigger ball, smaller hands, smaller ball. Just make it body adjustable. So now following up on that dribbling part of the portion, we're going to continue with more dribbling. Now we're going to throw 2 balls in the picture, dribbling both left and right at the same time. Same exact thing. He's going to look at me first, then he's going to look away from it, and we're going to see how much of a difference it is keeping the ball close to your body, keeping the ball away from your body while dribbling 2 at the same time now. So that was him dribbling both balls, looking at it. So not only was he concentrated, next we are going to move on to the next part. Same exact activity, except we're going to take his focus off the ball and he's going to be looking at me. So that was my lesson plan for the day. We were looking at dribbling, which was part of the gross motor development. And like I said, there's multiple aspects of that. You can do kicking, jumping, running. Dribbling is just one of the many that you can do. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching my lesson plan video. I hope to one day be part of Meadow Arts Tech and Elementary School. I look forward to hearing back from you. Thank you so much. Go Eagles!